Hola, welcome back to my YouTube channel called Create Like a Chingona. My name is Viridiana Osio, and I am back with another fun Canva tutorial. And this one is inspired by Canva's recent Instagram post where they show you how to make a video, and then it's an image of someone, things are floating around. And I thought, how fun would it be to create a birthday shout out? But first of all, it's a video you can send to your friends and it has picture of you and it's Loteria form. So we're just gonna make one and see what happens. So come with me as I show you. Okay, so as always, Canva is best when you are using the paid version, but I'm sure you can get around it with it. First thing with first is I like to do things from scratch. Everybody does things a little bit differently, but I like going to create. Something to keep in mind is what are we making, right? It's going to be something that we would send to someone. It's kind of like an Evite or an e-thing that over text to let someone know, hey, it's my birthday, come celebrate with me. These are easily about what an Instagram post would look like. It's basically what you see on your phone. So if you go to custom size here at the bottom, then I would do 1080 by 1350 pixels is the standard. You can also find that probably anywhere on a preset design, but I'm doing everything from scratch. Perfect. We have a blank canvas. Now we need a background. There is a lot of different ways to do this. We could try to describe what it is. Look at the background. Let's see. I don't think anything is really going to come up there. Elements. Let's see. Look at the background. I'm curious to see what this does. Generate an image, maybe. Thinking, maybe it's gonna do it. If not, we're gonna go to ChatGPT, which I pay a subscription for, and I recommend you do too. So it didn't quite come up with what I wanted. It did show you photos, but okay, so let's go to ChatGPT. Basically, you're gonna also Google the original Loteria cards. So I'm typing Loteria cards. I'm going to images. And then kind of look at them and see which background you like the most. I mean, they're mostly all like kind of this pastel-y kind of overlay of colors. So it depends. So like if it's a girl, maybe you want something girly. I'm a big fan of La Luna, so let's do La Luna Loteria card. And basically, we're just trying to grab a quick little image of it. Let's see here, like the original one. Let's do that. I'm gonna do Command Shift 4 or whatever is easiest for you to take a screenshot. It's just we want a little piece of it, a little screenshot of it to upload to ChatGPT. So this is ChatGPT. I'm gonna go ahead and add photo. And then on the desktop, I have my little screenshot I took. I'm going to say create a high resolution PNG. Or actually, this one can be JPEG. High resolution JPEG 1080 by 1350 background color that looks, whoops, just like this background. And you have to be specific because it'll probably try to put the moon. So no moon, just background. And yes, I have a lot of top typos, but trust the process here because I have an editing thing. See, like the background. There we go. Just, just the background. And this part, you never know what it's going to give you, but hopefully it listens. Background, I can't spell. I'm horrible at spelling. I am not going to lie. And that's why I use Grammarly. I suggest Grammarly because it saves you so much time and energy, and it also you can use it on your phone as well, which is awesome. Okay, so analyzing, we're gonna go back maybe in the meantime, name our design. I'm gonna pretend this is like my birthday party. I'm just gonna name it birthday party VD, even though my birthday's not until January. Okay, birthday party is what we got. As of right now, it looks like it already kind of wants to become a video. You're now in video editing beta. See the back time in your profile. Okay, so I guess it's already kind of doing a video, which is what we're doing, but we weren't there quite yet. Okay, so let's see what it did. It's a download JPEG, and there we go. I mean, we could probably have just grabbed this color. I was hoping for more of that like pastel-y look. You can play around with it a couple times and tell it like, hey, I like this, but can you make it with more texture? You can tell a lot of things and it creates it for you. But for the sake of this video, we're gonna go ahead and upload it and have it as our background. The whole point was to try to get that same blue, but also I did want to get more of that pastel-y look, and it didn't quite do it. But there's other things you can do actually to make more pastel-y. We could find a textured background. Okay, so that's our background. Let's see if I go to elements, we go like textured paper background. See if that does it. So if it was to be any of these, the all, maybe, let's try that one. So if we're supposed to do that, which right now it's in video where it's like, okay, I'm going to play this and then do this, but that's not what we want. We want it to be on top of it. So we're going to move it up. So then this layer at top, so if you go to position and we go to layers, you're going to see that the blue is behind this texture background. The texture background is the one that we want. So I'm going to go to transparency and then I'm going to bring it down, way down, like really like just like a 12%. And you can go even lower, you can go more. That's kind of, you create like texture. So I kind of did it there. Okay, so I want to get rid of you. I don't try it. Okay, there. Okay, so now the next thing would be a photo. So I'm going to upload a photo of the birthday person. You can really have a lot of fun with this. I just had my typical headshot here, place, and then that's me. Now to make this more interactive, like if you zoom in right now, it is trying to create a video where like if I zoom back this way, it's like play this first, thing, and then the next thing, photo, and then the background. No, that's not what we want. We want to have this go to the bottom. So I go like that. There we go. So you can see now, like literally here, there's layers. So there's the top texture background, which I definitely want to move down actually. So we're going to push this up even more. So now we have me on top, but we want to do background mover. So there is me. You can adjust it so it looks like I'm, there-ish. We're gonna go ahead and put me in the center. You can mess around with like a half shot, full shot, whatever you'd like for this. The other thing we need is like a white outline. So if you look at your Luna Loteria card, they all kind of have like outlines, whether it be a white outline, a kind of create that card effect. You can see that they've done it here. So it's like a white background. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is go to elements, and then I'm going to go cross this out, clear it. I'm going to go to just square. Could be square, rectangle, graphic. It's a graphic shape. So there we go. Right now it's in a fill of color. So I'm going to go ahead and deselect that and do a stroke. And then for this color, I'm going to go ahead and try to get none. I don't know if it's going to let me. Maybe it's better if I do an outline. I'm going to delete that. I'm going to go to shapes. Maybe go to an outline square. That one, let's see if that one does it. Yeah, okay. So some of these shapes will allow you to do things, some won't. So the thing you want to look for is no color. Now we do want to play with the stroke. So we add a stroke by clicking that button there, and then we want to make it white. And then we want to make the stroke like super thick, as you can see. I'm going to zoom in more. And then we're going to adjust this so that it is the size of the actual document. So you can even see when you drag it, it does put it to 1080 by 1350. Perfect. And then we'll want to make maybe just a little bit more, maybe around there. I'm going to command copy paste that one, or actually copy and then paste, which hoping it didn't do more than a couple. It did two. Okay, perfect. Now with this one, I'm going to just do it a black color. And then I'm going to bring down the stroke way down out there. And then once again, we need to adjust this so that it actually sits right outside. So it starts kind of giving that card effect, or it's essentially kind of the first background. And then drag it in. Perfect. So that's kind of the base. Now we're going to go ahead and add a number. Maybe it's like someone's favorite number, which in mine would be 8. Ah, Command Z, edit, undo. My text is not coming up. There it is. Okay. So 7 7 is usually my favorite number. Could be any number, of course. Could be the year. Definitely play around with fonts to see one that you like that maybe is a little bit more of someone's personality. I'm going with Shrikant, and I'm making that bigger by dragging it, or you can use your up and down arrows for that. And then I'm putting it up here, maybe a little bit smaller. We just got to get a number up there for the Loteria card. If you're like, oh, maybe she needs to be a little bit adjusted, they make her a little bit not as wide as the Loteria card. We can do that. Okay, so far, as you can see, this video is, first of all, a sequence and layers of things. And I think as of right now, my 77 is not staying where it's supposed to. It's go going like further in the timeline, and I don't want that. So I'm going to drag everything over for now. We can play around with this stuff, but to kind of get the base of it for now. So as you can see, we have the blue background, the textured, my photo, and then this is the two outlines, and then the 77. Okay, so you can do really a lot of fun stuff, but the biggest thing I'm gonna grab myself, actually give myself more space, is actually like, birthday shout out, come celebrate with me, something like that. We could even go to like Pinterest and get some ideas because I'm going blank on what a birthday card has now. And maybe there is like a birthday card. Birthday card ideas. Loteria. Let's see if it has anything. So it has make your own one and corazon. So this isn't actually a huge. Well, this one does. I mean, if you're making it all Loteria themed, then why not? But like, there's this one, El Compañero. Okay, so this could be a good template to sell. This one is pretty cool, but I'm just being critical. It's cool. But yeah, so we don't have a lot of stuff to work with Loteria so far. So let's see, let's just do birthday card ideas for videos. Anything will come up for that. Birthday card. Oh no, maybe it should be birthday card invitation. Invitation idea. Lotería. Kind of want to see. I'm literally taking you through kind of my process of doing things, and it's not always, straight away I know what's going on. Okay, so there's more stuff for birthday loteria invitations, which is awesome, but not the way we're making. So it's kind of good to explore, never copy, make it better. This is actually cute. Noche de lotería. Okay, I just want to get the gist of what would you say? Estás invitado, you're invited. So we're gonna have to go with birthday card idea. Evite? Maybe Evite. I think like Evite because you literally send digitally. Yeah. Okay, let's party. Happy birthday with a great kid. Let's party. Olivia's birthday. Okay, let's just go with Viviana's birthday. So we're gonna another text box. You can kind of play around with things. We're gonna go with Viviana. Zoom in more. Viviana. Viviana's birthday. Birthday. Probably would be better to do this somewhere where it's not right on top of black because then it's hard to read. So I'm gonna go ahead and track this over there. Viviana's birthday bash. Let's just do that. Birthday bash. Birthday. Wow, I can't even spell. Okay, so my own name. Viviana's birthday bash. Okay, so there we go. Now we're gonna do some fun text. Maybe stick to the same one. Then we're gonna go to effects. So this is where kind of you can start doing some curve stuff. You can mess around with how curved you want it. I feel like something not too crazy, and then we could even mess with it even more this way. I am thinking actually if we do this, but then I'm gonna copy and paste another one because I don't want this line to be so long. So I'm going to remove bash and then I'm going to go ahead and put Viridiana's. The second one, I'm removing that. There we go. So it's a similar kind of curved everything. So this is just two lines, two different curved lines. So we have Viridiana's bash. Maybe there's like exclamation marks. So let me track this out and then add maybe a couple exclamation marks. And whoops, Command C, edit, undo. Okay, so this is the thing with these things. You got to go to position and to access these, you can access them there. Like you just can't grab the thing you want. That's the one thing annoying about Canva. Okay, birthday. Viviana's birthday bash. There we go. So Viviana's birthday bash. And then I think I want to add some elements here. Da, 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 da. Okay, going to elements. We're going to a cake. Birthday cake. It's my birthday. Birthday cake. Generate images. Okay, so nope, that's not what we wanted to do. Okay, undo elements. Okay. Let's see if we can find a style that might work for it. Of course, we can always edit colored ones, but I'm hoping we can find one that is cute and similar to what we're doing. I mean, even this one might work. This one, let's try this one. Ooh, I kind of like this. No, not like it. Because when I shrink it, it got like super small and like the details were hard to read. So we want to keep it pretty simplified. This is maybe gonna work. Ah, no, it's like a weird cake. Let's see here. There's like this animated one. balloons. I mean, the thing is you don't want it to get too crazy. You want to keep it pretty simple. Ooh, maybe a banner. You kind of play around with things as they start popping up here. Birthday cake. You can add this little animated. Not that one. And maybe not. No. A lot of it's played around with things until you get something you like. Maybe this one already kind of animated. Nope, I don't like that one either. Why is it so hard to like pick a cake? Nope, nope. Okay, I think we're gonna have to go with something super, super simple. But I kind of like that little guy, that little mochi guy. Ooh, this is cute too. This guy, keep him. There's a lot of different graphics to play with, so you won't have any trouble. Now, I did learn this cool new thing. Okay, I'm gonna go back to something very, 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 very simple. Simple graphic. Maybe this one. Okay, so I don't like its colors, and I learned this new thing where you can copy style and then paste it there. And it's supposed to be like similar. Did it do it? Oh, I think it's still loading. We shall see if that works. I think it's loading. So that way, so basically, you know how sometimes there's all these graphics that are like have pre-colors and pre-things, but we want it to match and be cohesive. So it looks like they're the same elements and they were done by the same one. Okay, I think we can work with this. Maybe do that one instead and just have it kind of come out this way. So that one, and then maybe a Luna, so we can kind of stick to this theme. I put La Luna, if it would come up, kind of, not really like the actual Luna one. I mean, you could literally chat GPT and bring it in if you wanted to, but we're trying to just do like a little rendition of what this is. And I don't know, this may work, may not. Sometimes you mess around things. Like right now, I'm already not liking how this looks. We might have to just do another copy. And we do this by going to position, going to the actual text, and then I'm going to go ahead and select it. Oh, we have to unlock it. Okay, so right now it's on, we have to unlock. Unlock. Okay, I think that's unlocked. Yeah, when you start getting a lot of layers like this, you can start pushing things to the side because until you kind of get situated. So if I zoom in, this is the only problem with starting to work with a lot of layers in Canva is you have to be very patient. Okay, back up there. I'm trying to just get this birthday text, which we might have to move to the top. I don't know, it's already to the top. But I think it's just locked. And in order to unlock it, I have to click on here and then unlock. There we go. Thought I had done. Now it's successful. Okay, so we're gonna do is copy. We're gonna do paste, and then we're gonna remove Viridiana's. As you can see, now I have three texts. And basically what I want is one to be Viridiana. I'll move you out of the way for now. And then one to be birthday. So in this case, oh, there we go. Okay, so the first one would be Viridiana, birthday, bash. So there's three now. Get bored. Okay, Now we're moving this back here. We're moving back this one. Oop, I'm gonna have to go down here and select it. Sometimes you have to go to layers in the area there to access it and then zoom in until, because right now it's trying to adjust it. And maybe that's all you can do is just like adjust it back in like this. And then let's zoom out. And there we go. Okay. All right, perfect. I think we're getting there. We have a Luna. And then we're going to go ahead and put position to access my image, move me up the top. But we don't want to be below that. Okay, there we go. I think we're getting somewhere. Okay. So it depends on your Loteria card. Like typically a Loteria card will have dead center person, but we are just gonna dingle with this a little bit differently and have me be on the side like this. Everything is kind of like a work in progress until we get it where we want it to be. So we got like Viridiana's birthday bash. That maybe we do like another little element and we do rounded rectangle. And oops, go back to elements. Made this one, but I don't want any color fill, which I don't think it's going to allow me. We could do this one and then we could do this one, this blue color. Meta. Okay, so I'm gonna drag that up. So it kind of like gives an indication of a card, right? Like maybe it's tarot theme. Maybe it's just like, I don't know, middle center. We're gonna group. Kind of gives the indication of La Luna. So it's this, but I don't want to ungroup and drag that in a little bit more. So it looks off. Okay. So you kind of get the gist. You can put your own elements of what you want. I do want to add some effects to these. I wonder if I could do it all three effects. I'm gonna go to lift, do splice. Splice looks cool. Maybe a whole different color. And then maybe just do black. It gives us a little bit more pizzazz, pizzazz. Viviana's birthday bash. I don't know if I'm set on this yet, but you can start to get the gist of these elements that we're using. Maybe we can make this a whole different color. I don't think I'm sold on that. I'm leaving that color. We're going to do this purple. Okay, so Viviana's birthday bash. Maybe we'll make Viviana bigger. And then we're going to go ahead and zoom that back up. This is definitely a work in progress. And then maybe we'll add some other text that says, I don't know the date. So like today's November. We're doing fictional date of 2025. Oh, maybe we do 11/25/25. 11/25/25. And then white. This We move this to the side. Kind of keep moving things around until there's room for things. And then you can put your place, San Diego, California. That's where my 9211, something like that. I don't know. This is just like fictional address stuff, obviously. But, and then you could just like anything you want the card to see, like RSVP, RSVP, RSV, 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 RSVP. And then you could even ask ChatGPT to just do like a typical text so that you don't forget like what the different aspects of an invitation is. Um, so yeah, we have that. RSVP can always be small. Number 888 14 11 111, just like a fictional number. Okay, so like all this other stuff doesn't have to be super big. People obviously need to know where, time, place. We got this. And then I'm gonna look for a couple more elements, which are confetti. Confetti. Can't spell right. Confetti, confetti, confetti. Where are you? Where are you? Ooh, there's like a little piñata. Look at that. I'm wondering if it will do the same effects. So if we did this one and then I did copy style and then I put it into this, if it would do it. Style copied. Copy art style. Now we're gonna put it onto that. Will it do it? I don't think it did. Maybe it doesn't do it for animations, but it's pretty cool. It has some pretty cool animation stuff. Ooh, so this might be perfect for Loteria. So we position this one down to the back. So like we need to drag you way, 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 way down. Way, 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 way down to there. And then we do, so as you can see, it's like trying to timeline this and do some craziness. So I'm gonna drag it back this way. And then this in particular, we need to bring down the opacity just a little bit. There we go. And then as you can see right now, everything is not where it should be. I mean, maybe we want it to kind of start popping up. So far, if we go to play, this is what it does. We get a bash, which doesn't have a very good rhyme or reason. We always want to make sure the background's there all the time. We probably want to make it no more than 12 seconds. 9 seconds, I think, is due enough. Um, we always want to make sure we have this textured, and then I could pop up, which is this one. That's me. Okay, so this is the, okay, so we always want to have the outline. So like think about like everything that you always want to have on the car showing all the time, which is essentially the background stuff. So like this one, I'm gonna zoom in, drag that over, all of that. And then there's me. We could have me pop up. So if we go to animate, we can like whip slide, we can shake. Play around with a lot of things, a little craziness for me, but we want to keep it pretty simple, like rise up. I think rise up's good. So this basically is like on entrance, is like I'm gonna rise up, right? And then probably we don't want to be waiting forever for for my text to pop up. Everything should be happening pretty quickly. If you think about like people's attention spans, they're pretty short. So if you think about it, the 77 can come up like right after then Viridiana's birthday bash. So maybe it's Viridiana's and then birthday and then bash. And then the rest can come pretty quickly. We don't need to wait that long. I mean, we really want to animate everything. And then there's this stuff that can come in a lot sooner. We don't want to wait too long. And then you have to make sure also that it's gonna stick. Oh, so this is on the same timeline as my photo. And the reason you can't see anything right now is because depending on the timeline on the image, you can like drag it and see where it's at. Okay, so press play. I disappear because if you see, like, I am not dragged all the way over. This is essentially how you kind of do an animation. And then I'm gonna drag this over, slide this over. Okay, press play. Let's see what it's showing me. I am not a fan of the way this cake's coming up, so I'm gonna stop this. Scroll down, look for the cake, um, the birthday cake, and then I'm gonna slide it this way and move it, curve it this way, so it's kind of like everything's going that way. And I forgot my confetti. I got stuck in that little background text, which I'm not sure, not text, background, um, kind of watercolor effect, which is typical for a Loteria style. And then the 77, we want it to stay the whole time. Like we don't want it ever to stop. But we want to make sure all of them like end at the same time. I think like 7 seconds is about enough. I think might be too much. You can play around with it a little bit. So in this case, we want to make sure everything is always there at the end. It's up to you. I mean, you could have stuff disappear at the end if you want. You could like even end it with like, just text. It's your card. You can do anything. That's the fun part about this. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and slide all this so it's about the same. It ends at the same time. It's not too lengthy. Now with this one, once it's in, I do want it to have like a fun effect. So shake. No, not that one. Let's try pop. There we go. And then we're going to do that too with this Luna pop. And then the Luna, I kind of want it to be right there. And you can put Loteria theme, whatever you want it to be. I do want to bring in Viridiana's Bash a little bit more. Okay, it's back in elements of confetti here. So maybe there's like a fun confetti version that we could use. It's interesting that's bringing up piñatas. It kind of knows. I don't know if it's like an AI thing that it knows, like, oh, you're making something Latino. There's a lot of different things you could play with, but it's choosing the right one, and that's the hard part. Okay, for the sake of this video, yes, be picky. This is your design. Oh, there we go. I'm gonna do this one. Yay. Okay, I love this one actually. So we can see that it has put it right here. So maybe we just want to drag it over to right there. And then we're going to go ahead and go that way. And then maybe do some fun stuff with this. So go back to animate, digital, maybe. Okay. Sometimes it's playing around with things. Okay, so press play. Your plays. Okay, so we can play a little bit more with this like elements by bringing this in, and then we are duplicating this so it does different things maybe. So if I were to duplicate this, I'm going to go ahead and get copy, edit, paste, and then maybe it comes, I'm going to bring it down so it's next to, no wait, zoom up. The thing is I want to play around with what it does. So it ends about right there, but around 2, 3 seconds, maybe it orientates another way. So like maybe like that way. So there's like more movement. Let's see what that does. So if I press play, See, it kind of moved. So that's kind of the way to do. You can do a lot of frames for that one and really get it going. There's this one, which you can also go to animate. Um, and if we do like, let's see what this one does, scrapbooking, stomp, maybe stomp. But so if I click these little, um, it's like these little, if you click on stomp and then you go below, it's like you can add other things. But I have to be on the actual thing. There we go. Should be able to. On enter, on exit, add on effects, rotate. Oh, there you go. Rotate, speed. A little bit farther. So yeah, this requires a lot of messing around with, but you have to also make sure you're on the right thing. So like in this case, I'm on the moon. The moon's doing a stomp. It's rotating. Okay, let's see what this did. Play Viridiana's birthday bash. Oh, I don't like the way this moon ended. Maybe it's this way. 37. And then we can make it a little bit more Loteria cool by maybe adding like one more text box that says maybe La Chingona, because I think it is missing the aspect of title. Or like La Birthday Girl, La Chingona. It's that super white. La Chingona. And we have white. We're gonna do some effects. Maybe do like a background, but we want to change this to like maybe a white. Let's try that out. So, La Chingona. Maybe if we did it like this. And I think I want to change this to black. So we could do maybe we could just do like the date coming here. Obviously, there's a time probably that you want to do as well. So let's say 7 p.m. porque soy una señora and I want people out of my house early, even though I said your place. 7 p.m. So maybe it's all the stuff that kind of animates 7 p.m. Then, whoops, so the confetti. We got to go to position to grab that bottom text because it's getting crazy. And zoom in, replace RSVP. Okay, so that could be an option here. I'm gonna zoom out of here and then go up. So La Chingona should always be on there from the not from the beginning, but maybe like right there. Okay. You gotta keep playing with it until you see. So one thing about the confetti is it's literally like on my face and I don't want that. So I'm gonna like move it around a little bit more. Maybe it's okay that it kind of comes out of there. And then this position, I just want to make sure it's center. I'm gonna go to range, middle, not that middle, center. There we go. That's coming along. If you really wanted to make sure that you're inside of the Loteria card, I can drag it in, zoom out, drag in, and we're getting there, we're getting there. What happened to my birthday cake? Oh, it's because it's over here. Okay, so we press play. There's the birthday cake. The moon is doing something weird and I don't like it. So I'm going to go back to animate. I'm going to clear all animations on that. And I'm thinking of almost getting rid of it. And then also my time is very much lagging. Like yes, do like really late. Like, okay, there's no time. Come whenever you want. Nope, we don't want that. Okay. This thing is going to be reduce the transparency even more, but that's like a good texture. I just duplicated it. I'm gonna go ahead and press play. It's getting there. Okay, so you can see La Chingona. So this is very long. You can bring it down more. And then make sure it's all this La Chingona is all the way at the end. And then this birthday cake, we want it to stay too. Okay, let's see what happens. Okay, no, because we don't want the cake to overlap. So there's two cakes and we want it to disappear and come in, I think sooner actually, because it's like a delayed. So as you can see, this cake down here ends about 2 point something seconds. So that's kind of where we want to put this 2 point something seconds. I think I wrote the cursors here too to show that. So let's press play. There we go. That is essentially your first video you bite. And honestly, it still seems like a little bit of tightening up here and there. And that is the beauty of designing, and especially if you're a graphic designer like me, where you can be very self-critical and it has to be perfect. And it should be because it's your birthday or someone's birthday, and you want to make it right for your client, then you should definitely do it and take your time. But for the sake of this video, I am going to just show you how to save it so you can send it to people. Okay, so I'm going to go to share. We're going to go to download and MP4 video suggested. Yes, in this case, we are making a video. Now, let's saved it, saving. It's like do 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 do. And now you can save it on your phone and send it to someone and be like RSVP, add whatever you want to it. It's so cool looking. I'm actually gonna have this template in a condensed, very polished look for you. Okay, so I took some time to basically work on it on my own because on camera it's like pressure. So I'm going to show you exactly what I came up with, and I think it's looking much better. So as you can see, I switched some things up. I kind of made the background more of a cream color, which is very easy to do by going here. I did add the square to the back instead of that weird kind of like effect that I had with the text. So just do like a rectangle that you can bring down that's the same color as that. I'm going to go ahead and press play, change the text up. It's definitely looking more like a Loteria card. The ending, I wanted it to end with just the information, so it's not so much stuff on there. But as you can see, it is just different layers of things, and it's all timing, playing around with it. This takes some time. It isn't something that you could do super quickly, but it does show you what you can do. I am going to have this available in my shop for you to purchase. So definitely go check it out. I'm going to go ahead and share, download, and show you what it looks like as an MP3 player. Like MP3 player, like as if you were going to send it to someone for them to come to your birthday party. Maybe it's a Loteria theme, or maybe it's just a fun way to say, hey, I'm having a birthday party. But I know these are really popular right now. But yeah, if you have any questions, go ahead and comment them below. I think there's so many possibilities with this, and this is what I love about Loteria and how you can do so many things with it. So